Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Joy Stephen from beautiful Cambridge, Ontario. And in this video, we are going to discuss about Hello Canada. What Hello Canada is all about. And in the next video, we will have how the employment search works for Canadian permanent residents. This video is less than 10 minutes, I believe, and it provides a perspective about the Hello Canada program. I would encourage anybody and everybody to watch this video before signing up for the Hello Canada service. Now, what is Hello Canada program? Hello Canada program is a program offered to Polinsys clients in partnership with a Canadian recruiter. This program is complementary to any Polinsys clients who have completed their immigration-related resume critiquing. It is a program to take advantage of employer-driven immigration program offered by the Canadian federal government, immigration department. Examples of them are AIPP, and second one is the RNIP. Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. How does this program work? The program offered by the Student Herald, a Canadian corporation and a recruitment firm for select immigration firms only. The following conditions are considered by the Student Herald when selecting immigration firms. Immigration firms should be registered with DSH or the Student Herald. Resume critiquing is from a registered critique, and 3, conforms to immigration norms. That means you need to be understanding what the immigration requirements are, and the Student Herald will partner with Canadian corporations only. All right, so if you are a foreign corporation, don't apply to the Student Herald. If you are a Canadian corporation, they will consider you. If you are agent free, they will probably partner with you. What types of people or clients or applicants are eligible to start? Now, there are 3 types of platforms, which is offered in the Student Herald. One is for people residing outside Canada. That's called international applicants, or people residing outside Canada. And the second one is for Canadian temporary residents. That means people living inside Canada on a temporary status. And the third one is for people living inside the Atlantic provinces. So the third one is for people living inside the Atlantic provinces. There are 4 Atlantic provinces in Canada. That is Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. So if people are temporary residents living inside these provinces is for the third batch of people, which this program will be very helpful. Now, first we'll talk about international applicants. If you're a Polinsys client or a client of an immigration firm approved by the Student Herald, then you can participate in a program, and it is free of charge or complimentary, provided you should have a resume critiqued, which is done by an approved critique. If you belong to a group which has accomplished these 2, that means either you should be a Polinsys client and you should have your resume critiqued, then you become eligible to participate in this complimentary program if you have a minimum of 1 year's work experience. That means people from outside Canada, you need to have a minimum of 1 year work experience. Now, when can you expect to participate in the employment search? Now, again, we are talking only about international now. I'll come to domestic or people within Canada later. We are talking only about international. When can you start participating in the employment search? One of the challenges of hiring a foreign worker from overseas, by a Canadian employer, is the duration it takes for the applicant to come to Canada and to start working. Okay, so it takes around 4 months to get the work permit and travel to get to work. Okay, this is a long time for any employer to wait for an employee to come. It's a long time. Okay, so but this is the time the Student Herald expects our employer clients, who we recommend to understand the challenges of recruiting overseas. So they are prepared for the 4 months delay for the work permit and you coming to join. Anything beyond the 4 months, then it becomes pretty much non-viable. Okay, that is why you need to start looking for jobs only when you are immigration ready. As a Polinsys client, your first job is to become immigration ready. That means you must have written your IELTS exams, you must have your credential evaluation done. All these things will make it faster. Okay, that means 4 months. Right? Only if you have all these things, then it takes 4 months for the work permit. If you don't have these things, it takes even longer, which is not viable. Okay, so you must have completed these things. Therefore, the first thing you do when signing up with Polinsys is to get ready with all these requirements. Okay, now we are going to talk about domestic participants. That means people who are in Canada, living in the rest of Canada as temporary residents, or those of you living in the Atlantic provinces. We'll talk for the rest of the provinces. Domestic applicants who are currently living in Canada in provinces outside the Atlantic region, all right, then you don't, you can participate in the program immediately. Okay, so during the COVID period, we are seeing a lot of vacancies for in Canada applicants, and we are filling them based on the needs by a designated employer. Designated employers are those who are willing to provide you with an offer letter if you work in that organization for a period of time. Okay, and that offer letter leads you to permanent residency. So you don't need to wait and get all your documents ready, because you already have a status in Canada. You can take up a position right away and then prepare for your permanent residence. Okay, so that is a requirement. Number 3, domestic participants who are residents of the Atlantic region. If you live in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. If you studied in any of the Atlantic provinces on a 2-year program, you could be eligible for Canadian permanent residence without work experience. And your PR application can be made as soon as you obtain a work with a designated employer, if you have all the documents required for permanent residence. Now, one question we get asked is, you say it is free, then why are we paying? This program, the Hello Canada program, is being offered to our immigration clients who have paid us for the immigration preparedness fee for preparing their immigration file, and those who have paid us for resume critiquing, which can be used for Canadian job search as well. Both fees you pay are immigration related. Okay, so there is an immigration component in Hello Canada for which fees are charged. Our recruitment services are entirely free. Now, when it's free, what service can you expect? That is very important, you must keep in mind. Because recruitment services are free, and Hello Canada clients to those Hello Canada clients who has to have their resume critiqued, please do not expect personalized recruitment service when signing up for immigration services. Okay, so you cannot mix these two up. Recruitment is done by the Student Herald, immigration is done by Polinsys. The fees Polinsys charges is for immigration services. The Student Herald does not charge any fees for recruitment. So employment opportunities exist based on availability and the determination of the employer to see you as a fit candidate for the job. Employment opportunities do not exist for international applicants during the COVID period. Okay, so you must understand that this is a real program. This is based on the needs of a Canadian employer, and during COVID period, we are finding Canadian employers not taking many international recruits just because of the situation. So patience must be exercised. Okay, so this is the time to prepare so that post-COVID you will have opportunities. Please keep in mind that we do not guarantee employment, especially employment in a particular city or a particular type of job. Okay, we target employers who are designated, which means they are approved for taking in foreign workers, which could lead to permanent residency. What is this program not? Okay, that means what is this program which is not what it's meant to be? We are seeing some international applicants attempting to change the narrative of this program as a guaranteed program because maybe they do not understand. I would like to re-emphasize that with this program, you will only obtain a job with a Canadian employer if the Canadian employer sees value in your employment and feels that you are the right fit for his corporation or his organization. You will not obtain any jobs here just because you're a Polinsys immigration client and you paid for resume critiquing. However, if you are immigration ready and you have a reputable immigration firm behind you, the employer's confidence level may be better than those applying without. Polinsys is a Canadian corporation, and our contract with our clients clearly demonstrates that we do not charge for recruitment, and it is a complimentary service offered by the Student Herald. If anybody wants us to do guarantees for this, you are in the wrong organization. Polinsys or any of its subsidiaries does not offer guaranteed services to anybody. Guaranteed immigration services or guaranteed employment services is illegal in Canada. Being a Canadian corporation who follow Canadian laws and Canadian regulations, we do not participate in such activity. If any of a Polinsys staff or an employer demands any type of compensation to provide you employment or offer letters, please notify us immediately at support@polinsys.ca. Now, recruitment benefits Polinsys offers, and many Polinsys clients get jobs leading to permanent residence. Okay, Polinsys offers a lot of recruitment benefits. We have seen in 2020 many Polinsys clients get jobs through the Hello Canada program. Those of you who are in Canada, right? We have not seen many international applicants being selected because of the COVID for the time being. Please keep in mind that it is your choice. You will be paying us for the work done and not based on successes. Okay, any type of immigration work we do, we need to be paid for the work done. An employer may select you for employment, and the Canadian government must provide you with the visas. We are only authorized by the Canadian government through a regulatory process to represent your immigration application. The Student Herald will be dealing with your recruitment options. Let us now discuss fees for domestic applicants and for international applicants. We have two separate type of fee structures. One is for international applicants, meaning people residing outside Canada, and the other is for domestic applicants, meaning people who resides inside Canada as a temporary resident. Temporary status does not include visitors. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you are visiting Canada, that doesn't mean temporary. You don't have a status at all. You're here to visit and leave. For international applicants, for people outside Canada, your immigration preparedness fee is $500. All right, and once you have Once you are immigration ready with your language exams and your credential evaluations, you will then need to pay for resume critiquing of another Canadian $500. Okay, we have seen candidates take up to 4 months to become immigration ready. So the faster you compile your documents for immigration, the faster you can attempt to benefit from employment search. Okay. Also, be reasonable with expectations. Do not expect employers to hire international applicants during the COVID period. Also, international applicants would have to put your immigration representation and other fees in trust account prior to your move to Canada on a work permit. And one more difference between international and immigration applicants, you will have the work permit validation fees to pay after the employer selects you and obtains the work permit, and it has to be validated by your local Canadian post outside of Canada. It is part of your travel document requirement for traveling to Canada. For domestic clients, that means for people who are temporary residents in Canada, your immigration preparedness fee is $295 only. Okay, domestic clients do not need to wait to be immigration ready, because that can be simultaneously done after you join with the designated employer. Domestic clients will have to pay a $500 for resume critiquing for getting your resume immigration ready. Okay, after registration, what to do? Those of you who became Polinsys immigration clients to take advantage of our free recruitment efforts, please keep in mind that recruitment is free and not chargeable, and you must not mix chargeable immigration fees with recruitment support. Let me repeat again. We do not charge any fees for recruitment, period. Okay? The only support available for recruitment is the meetings scheduled every week with your Canadian authorized representative and the HR department to discuss opportunities. Please work with Polinsys so that our HR department can assist you. We cannot assist you with constant emails and responses because recruitment services are complimentary. Okay, the only service you can expect from a free job search is the weekly meeting participation, where you can express approaches and seek assistance. Constantly communicating with your HR department or the recruitment wing will not help, and we may be forced to stop providing complimentary services for such clients. Currently, because of COVID-19 situations, international applicants have limited opportunity, but it is a good time to prepare for the post-COVID demand. For domestic clients, most of our domestic clients obtain employment pretty fast, and I would like to emphasize most. The Hello Canada weekly meeting is also complimentary, and it is hosted by a Canadian authorized representative like myself, along with a host of Polinsys and the Student Herald personnel. We try our best to take care of our clients through these services for those who are honest and credible. We believe that contracts establish professional relationships, and in the civilized world, it must be read and understood well. Immigration is a life-changing experience, so please partner and progress. Those of you who want to pay somebody to work on their permanent residence, we are here to assist. We do not charge any fees for employment, and our fees related to immigration services are non-refundable because it is the work we do for you. Some of you in developing nations may not be able to afford a fee for work immigration service, or are used to fake sale of visas, in which case you should not enroll in this program. Fee for work done is the only legal and authorized way to hire an authorized immigration practitioner. Ultimately, the only body which can provide you with the visas is the Canadian government, just as how you pay a doctor for consultation or a lawyer to represent your court battles. A legally authorized immigration practitioner must be paid fees for the work done. The results achieved depends on multiple factors. Here are some important links, and I encourage everyone to watch the 3 videos relevant to your situation and attend meetings to get your doubts clarified. If you are currently living outside Canada, there are 3 videos you must watch to understand the program in its entirety. You can see it on the screen here: www.polinsys.co/HC. Okay, the second video you must watch is www.polinsys.co/INT. Okay, the third video you must watch is www.polinsys.co/Polinsys. Okay, that last video will tell you how we operate. Polinsys is a global immigration firm, and we operate on a centralized platform, which is not really how many other immigration firms operate. So you need to understand that. If you are currently in Canada outside the Atlantic provinces on a temporary resident permit, looking for permanent residence, then please watch these 3 videos: www.polinsys.co/HC, www.polinsys.co/CR, Canadian resident, CR, www.polinsys.co/Polinsys. Okay, the last video, Polinsys, will tell you exactly how the platform which we operate under. If you are currently a Canadian temporary resident who studied and worked in the Atlantic provinces, then you must watch these 3 videos: www.polinsys.co/HC, that is Hello Canada, www.polinsys.co/AR, that means Atlantic resident, and the third one is www.polinsys.co/Polinsys. That will give you the platform how Polinsys works as an immigration firm globally. All Polinsys prospects, please come for the weekly Tuesday meetings to get your doubts clarified. That is, those of you who have not registered with Polinsys. People who are our clients, you have a different meeting. People who are not registered with Polinsys, you should not be misguided. So please come for our Tuesday meetings. This is a group meeting, and the link is www.polinsys.co/Zoom. It's a Zoom meeting, so you can come and you can participate in it, and you can ask any questions you want to. Wish you all the absolute best in your Canadian aspirations. From all of us here in beautiful Cambridge, at the Polinsys studios here in beautiful Cambridge. Adios. Thank you.